I'm with head coach Gina Wills from Washington Lee University Field Hockey. And coach, last year, strong season, 7-0 through the league, 15-5 overall record. You go through and you win the ODAC title with an overtime victory over Lynchburg. The second time you beat Lynchburg in overtime in the year. Then have another overtime win over Denison in the NCAA tournament. And then a one-goal loss to Messiah in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Just talk a little bit about last year's banner season and how you think it's going to feed in for this year's squad.
I think the season last year was really a reflection of the team and the work that they put in throughout the year. We continued to just focus on the process along the way and stay focused on improving on the little things that we could control. And I think that helped us fight through some really close games against good teams and get the outcomes that we wanted. But just really proud of them, and I think it's motivated them and showed them that with some hard work and when a little bit of luck and some close games that things can go our way. But it was definitely a hard-fought road through the conference schedule, out of conference schedule. We did play a lot of overtime games against some really good teams, and I think that prepared us to be in a good spot at the end of the season, and it has motivated the team for this season. But I think that's a reflection of the good competition that we had through our conference play and the preparation that the team put in.
When we take a look at this year's squad, kind of a mixed bag a little bit. You've got a couple all-conference performers, several role players back from last year that I'm sure you're going to tell us about that you expect to step up this year, but a couple places you need to replace some athletes as well. Talk a little bit about what you see from a roster perspective this year, especially with your all-conference returners.
Yeah, so we're excited for the team that we have returning. We lost a great senior class, both on the field and as leaders, but I think we have a great group returning, with Haley Tucker returning for us as a forward, and joining her, Annalise Stoll, who's another senior for us, and then Lauren Polano, who's also an all-conference player who will be a junior this year, and then Ariel Yavalar, who's another our goalkeeper, so leading the defense there. So I think we have a strong group, some good leadership returning with the team. They learned a lot last season. We had a really strong group that's returning for us overall. They got some great experience just playing the schedule that we played and the competition that we faced. And I think it's with the new players we have coming in that will complement that group. And they've been working really hard, and I'm excited to get going in a couple weeks.
That's kind of the next part I wanted to touch on a little bit, is talking about those athletes that you kind of expect to step up this time. You graduated that strong senior class that you had, a lot of playing time gone from you there. But who's one or two people you kind of think could, not necessarily will, but could step up and make a name for themselves and be the next round of generals to lead field hockey at Washington Lee?
Yeah, I think this, with the senior class we have coming, we have a really strong junior class behind them with Lauren and Olivia Hewitt, people that have been consistent starters for us in their freshman and sophomore years, and play some key roles on the field. And we had a really strong freshman class last year. They got a lot of experience, played a lot of minutes in the midfield. We had several of them that played a lot of minutes in the midfield for us last year. So I think that those players and the experience that they gained, even though they weren't all conference selections, we focus on our team game a lot, and I think that's what makes us strong and helps us out in some of those games where we get into those overtime situations. That it's really a team effort, and we have a lot of players that fill those spots for us.
For a long time in the league, we saw a Lynchburg College, now University of Lynchburg team, kind of dominate the titles. But I'd say over the last 3-4 years, we've seen the middle of the pack come up a little bit, and really the whole sport is rising in the league. Tell us about what you think about what you see from the league right now, and really just over your time and your tenure at Washington Lee now, 3, 4, maybe 5 years. I apologize, can't remember your tenure, but talk a little about how you've seen the sport grow in that time.
Yeah, so this will be my 4th season here at WNL, and it's been, I think every conference game we go into face, it's, we're looking game by game really and focused on that next opponent ahead, because we've really seen every team, we're facing hard competition. And if we look at the teams that are advancing to the conference tournament, it's a close finish there at the end of the season. Every game counts. Every game that we're playing in the conference schedule counts. And it's really exciting because we play some some great teams who have great coaches that are really prepared for the competition. And as we talked about earlier, it's overtime games, it's 1-goal games that we're facing, which is exciting as a coach. I think is exciting for our team to have the opportunity to play against great players and face great competition. And it's, we never know what's going to happen at the end of the year, and so we just kind of have to, focus on it kind of day by day and take it one game at a time. But it's been really exciting and a lot of fun.
With that comes a little bit of a national perspective. How close do you think, with the improvement of the league, that the league is to getting that second bid, or at least knocking on the door of getting that second bid into the NCAA tournament? Because it's really been a one team and that's it for the ODAC over the last, I'd say, decade plus.
Yeah, I definitely think we're really close. When you look at the out-of-conference schedules for the teams in the conference, our conference teams are playing some really great out-of-conference teams, and they're competing in those games and getting good results. And I think that that's a testament to the teams and to the coaches that we have in the conference. And so I think, and over the last few years, the team that has been advancing to the NCAA tournament has been really successful. Been playing in competitive games and getting some wins once whoever's advanced has done a great job with that. So I think we're continuing to see the level of play in the league rise, and I think that we're starting to get a little bit of recognition from that at the national level.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today. Good luck this season.
Thank you.